Hi there. So lots of people, when they call me about getting a consultation and doing some training work with them, their family and a new dog, are calling me because they have just decided to get a puppy. And one of the things that I just always hear from people is, I just want to have a good dog. So what's a good dog? A good dog is a dog that is a pleasure to have around the house. A good dog, in people's minds, is usually a dog that listens and comes when you call them and is affectionate and doesn't bark all the time, race around like a lunatic, or act crazy. So when people say they want to have a good dog, what they usually are saying is that they would like to have a calm dog. And in reality, all dogs can be calm or can be energetic, but what people most want from their relationship with the dog and from dog training is a way to help their dog learn self-control and impulse control inside of their house. Now, that's very doable, but it doesn't come naturally to the dog. It's not in a typical dog's genetic makeup to know, in a human household with all sorts of people coming and going and all sorts of busyness going on, when the humans want them to interact and be fun and play games and be crazy, and when they don't. So we have to teach them. And the teaching of being calm and impulse control can be very simple, and we need to teach it to the dog in a simple way that isn't confusing for them and doesn't add adrenaline and excitement to the training. Yes, we want to be positive. Yes, we want to reward them for good behavior, but part of the good behavior we want to reward them for is when we see them making a choice or following a direction to calm down. Let's just have some quiet time together, or go lay down and stay there. No, we don't react to the door. There are all sorts of things that we can reward our dog for when they are acting calmly, and that helps teach them, as they are growing, impulse control. But puppies come into our lives, and most often I'm working with families with puppies, and puppies are so full of energy, and puppies have no impulse control, just like little children. And just like we wouldn't expect a toddler or a preschooler or even a young elementary school age child to just calm down and not run around for long stretches of time, we wouldn't expect that to happen in a couple of days or weeks. It also can't happen with your puppy. Now, there are some very simple ways that we can manage the way that we incorporate the puppy into our household and into our lives that will get you there a whole lot faster, but they definitely involve household management and environmental management. It involves using a crate, helping your puppy learn that being in the crate, not just at nighttime, but periodically throughout the day, is a relaxing and wonderful place to be. And it also involves having a little bit of a leash on the puppy when they are out of their crate, when someone is supervising them, so that you have access to the puppy at all times so that they are paying attention to you. There are lots of things that we can do to set our dogs and our new puppies up for success, but we have to be willing to do it each and every time that we interact with our puppy so that they learn how it is that we want them to behave. We want them to have self-control. We want them to make good decisions. Of course, we want to have fun with them, but that involves us teaching them when it's playtime, and the rest of the time, it's just calm time. So when people say to me, I just want to have a good dog, what they're usually saying to me is, I want to have a dog that learns to control its impulses. And that's very doable, but it takes a serious amount of time. It takes a willingness to invest your time as the owner, because as their trainer, I'm not living with your dog. You're the ones that have to show the dog, after we've learned the lessons, through consistency, that that's how you're going to live. That's the lifestyle that you plan to live in your household. And when you're willing to put in the time, the small upfront investment in resources and learning how to do it correctly, as well as what's far more difficult for most people, which is the daily commitment to how you live with your dog, the way that you use your energy, the tone of voice that you use, you can then absolutely have a really good and wonderful dog that is an absolute joy to live with in your house. But you have to be willing to put in that work over the first year of its life. It's not just the first month you have a puppy. It's a long-term project, because you are setting your dog up for a lifetime of good behavior. Have a great day and train your dog.